Okay. I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but on Mitch Perry's show on WMNF Thursday, he had this Tampa Bay Times columnist on called John Romano, and they were talking about how Nick Brickfield and Nancy Bostock lost their seats over the fluoride issue. And so my friend called up and tried to ask the columnist if he'd ever had a toxicity test for his hair, fingernails, and blood. And the guy just cracked a joke and said he consumed so many pharmaceuticals during his life, a tox test wouldn't show up anything on him or whatever. And then I got on there and I cornered him and I asked him, where does the fluoride come from that they want to put in the water supply? Where does it come from? And he said, well, I don't know, but I've read somewhere that it's not from phosphate mining. Well, he was blatantly lying, because in more than one Tampa Bay Times article, they mention the fact, and they talk about it as a fact, that Pinellas County gets its fluoride from the phosphate mining industry. But let's listen to my phone conversation with Mitch Perry and John Romano, and I want you to notice how, of course, their voices are jacked up more than mine, so they get to drown me out every time they come on. They interrupt a lot, and they tell me to settle down, and I say, you asked me to settle down, and you want to put poison in the water? I'm supposed to settle down over that? They make it look like I'm crazy. I'm upset is what I am. But anyway, here it is. Listen to this.
15 in the afternoon, we're going to go with Frank in Wargo. Frank, earlier.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mitch, I'd like to ask your guest this question. Does he know what the source of the fluoride is that they were putting in the water of Pinellas County and that they will apparently start doing again? Does he know what the source is?
No, sir.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what the source is. I found out myself. It's industrial slag.
No, I don't think that's true. I've read stories that people have claimed that, and if you're talking about phosphate,
it's waste from phosphate production.
Right, and apparently that is incorrect. That there is an incredibly.
From?
I'm sorry.
Where does the fluoride come from?
I haven't researched it that much, but I have read enough to know that this idea of phosphate is not correct.
Sir, let me speak. You're telling me that you're pretty sure it's not from phosphate mining production, which it is. It's fluorosilicic acid. It's industrial slag. But you're telling me that you haven't researched.
All right, Frank. Let me ask you this, Frank. You want? Okay, fine. Okay, so you know more about this than John does here. Okay, so
you're this for 27 years, Mitch.
What's that?
I know what I'm talking about. This is not the pharmaceutical grade fluoride, the stannous fluoride, the sodium fluoride.
Okay, all right. Settle down. Okay, so what's the bottom line here? You don't want the fluoride put in the water.
You're asking me to settle down?
Yeah, I was.
This is poison. It's fluorosilicic acid. It's not fluoride. It's not even fluoride.
Okay, all right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for the opinion. And maybe you're right.
Like drinking your poison.
Whatever. Okay. Come on, man.
This is the argument with fluoride. If first of all, Pinellas County, when they voted to get rid of fluoride, Pinellas County was the largest county in the entire southeastern United States that did not have fluoride in its drinking water, which means everybody in the southeastern United States is drinking poison. Yet I don't see people dropping dead.
Yeah, no, I've had talks with friends.
Okay, he doesn't see people dropping dead. How many people do you know have cancer? How many people do you know have thyroid problems, bone problems? All the studies that come out from Harvard, Dartmouth, universities in England, Chinese universities that say fluoride does all these things to the body. And that's... and he's saying, I don't see people dropping dead. If you pick out any 3 people that you know, one of them's got cancer, okay? It's coming from somewhere, and a good source of that cancer could be the what they call fluoride, and it's radioactive. They won't even accept this waste at the norm sites. That's why they put it in the public water supply. They claim that the Mosaic guy said that 0.02% of their profits come from the sales of fluoride, and for Mosaic, they got $6.7 billion of the $10 billion a year business that phosphate mining is in Florida. But they don't tell you how much money they save by not having to dispose of it And they can't even take it to the NORM sites, which is the naturally occurring radioactive compound waste facilities. They can't even do it there. But anyway, just to show you, here's the Tampa Bay Times right here. Here's their, yeah, right there. Here's their article from October 19th. Pinellas County water contains many things besides fluorides. This is just one article. There's several articles, but here it says in the article, fluoride turns up naturally in the water, but Pinellas adds fluorosilicic acid produced from phosphate mining. So, John Romano, you're lying or you're stupid, and I don't think you're stupid. You're lying, buddy.